Well, all right. Welcome to Walt's World with All-American Walter Luckett. Got to put my glasses on so I can see. And, we're going to be talking NBA again today. NBA talk with Walter Luckett, the All-American. What's happening, my brother?
Oh, everything's great, Juan. I'm in basketball heaven right now.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So let's start talking about last night, man. Denver, Phoenix. Phoenix won 123-98. Series is 2-0. Tell me about your take on the game.
Well, first of all, the bench really made a statement last night for Phoenix. When you think about Chris Paul, he's a closer. Fourth quarter he does a great job. But what about this guy Payne?
Hey, the speed on this guy is totally amazing. This guy will just run you to death, and he's got quite a jump shot. Quite a jump
range.
shot.
Great range. Yeah. And also him and Bridges, they're like, they work well together.
No question about that. And we just, a little later, we're going to be talking about our top 5 centers in the NBA right now. And DeAndre Ayton he's your guy, but I still think he got some growth to do. But anyway, yeah. So what do you think about DeAndre, man?
Well, right now he's my favorite center right now because I tell you why. He reminds me, he's a combination of Bill Russell, with blocking shots.
Yeah,
I love he has a Wilt Chamberlain confidence. He's not as tall as Wilt Chamberlain, but he goes to the basket like him. He's great on offense and defense. And I like when they throw those alley-oops. He just seems to reach the level that he needs to throw it down. So that's exciting to me. And I think also he gets up and down that floor real fast.
Yes, he does. And my only concern with him is that he's got to be careful with his fouling, because that's hurt them. Because when he's not in the game, Phoenix is weak.
Well, I agree with you. That comes with coaching. The coach has to kind of decide when to take him out, because sometimes he keeps him in there too long. But when you think about it, right now, I think he's outplayed the Joker.
Oh, I'm not going to say that, but I think as a whole, he's got a lot of help, Phoenix is doing their thing. And let's not forget, my man Jay Crowder. He's been the difference in this tournament, man. In this matchup.
Well, as I mentioned earlier, he had a great warm up working with LeBron James. Well, let's get back to that center. You said the Joker. And Aikman, I think he's outplaying him, and I'll tell you why. Look at the score. Juan. The score speaks for itself.
True. But I think that the reason why the Joker is so outstanding is his passing ability, right? And plus, not only that, man, you're talking about a point center. I watched Denver. I watched the guards get the ball coming up the court and hand it over to him.
yes, that's true.
And he's bringing the ball down, setting up the offense. Come on now, really.
And that's why they're losing, Juan. That's why they're losing. I do not like seeing the bigs bring the ball up the court. They need to be down. Well, he seems to be outstanding. He's an exception to the rule. But when you think about looking at the play yesterday, they got blown off the court. The speed that Phoenix displayed was unbelievable. The team play, even Chris Paul. He's a finisher. Let's make no mistake about it. But the whole team gelled together, and I tell you, they beat him convincingly.
Well, I think Will Barton came in finally. Will Barton is 6'6". He's a 6'6" guard. People don't really realize that, right? Now, him being hurt has really hurt Denver, as well as with Jamal, being out, Jamal Murray being out, But when Will Barton and Jamal are playing together, you're talking about 6'6" and 6'3", right? That can both hit it from the outside. Michael Porter is really a forward that has got to handle the ball more. Now that that Jamal is out, thank goodness that Will came back. I thought that Michael Porter was a little hurt yesterday. You could tell that his back was hurting him. He's had surgery on that back. They say it's a different part of his back this time, you know. But I think Monte Morris didn't do as well as he's been doing, you know. And so I think that's the reason why they're losing, you know. Right now, Phoenix looks better. They look more like a team. Austin Rivers is doing his thing, but he can't overcome those, you know, those great guards that Phoenix has, man, you know.
Without a doubt. And one also, what about Gordon? Gordon was, you know, he's pretty competitive, but Crowder got him checked out quite well. I mean, they've been really having some confrontations underneath that basket.
And I tell you, I think he's playing the hardest out of everybody.
Yes, he is.
I like him though. I do like him. I think that he's a competitor, man. You know, and he ain't taking nothing from no one. Now
and he's consistent too. He's consistent.
Yeah, I think that they're playing Paul Millsap a lot more than they should be playing. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You know,
yeah, he's a step slower now.
Yeah.
It's a defensive deficiency overall. I mean, because I'm telling you, Phoenix got some young bloods, and they are running up and down that court, and they got a center that can stay with them. I'm tired. I think I'm changing my Phoenix and Utah is going to be quite a challenge. It's going to be some competition. But I got to go with Phoenix right now. They're looking real good.
You think they're looking better than Utah? Really?
Well, that's something we got to talk about. I think that we didn't even talk about Booker.
Yeah, well, I mean, look, man.
Yeah.
Please, you know, Brooklyn is playing defense now, right? You know, and I mean, with Brooklyn's firepower and them playing defense, I don't see anybody trying to beat these guys, you know. But in a 7-game series, you never know, right? You know.
It depends also. Injuries are always something that you got to consider. And when you think about this one, you know, Phoenix is a very fast team. All right. Brooklyn is injury prone. They might have to stay up with these fast guys, you know, and injuries do occur when you can't keep up.
So what you're saying is that when you look at the Brooklyn Milwaukee series is over. Is that what you're saying?
Oh yeah. The broom is probably halfway out the door right now. And when we talked about Milwaukee, I just think Milwaukee's they're just coming out there, just showing up. I think they're defeated. I mean, they really look bad out there. And you know, and I tell you one thing too, Brooklyn's not letting up at all because you know why they can't? They got two lineups and they are both can start on any team. So I don't know how they can even lighten up on them. They just come with everything they have. Brooklyn that's another team altogether.
Now Utah Clippers is an interesting series because you know you got Kawhi Leonard and you got PG-13, you know, that can get hot at any time. You're talking about a Utah team that's really doing their thing right now. Mitchell, of course, is playing out of this world. I think that him coming back, you know, stronger. I mean, the guy is built like a tank, you know, and so that's a very interesting series right there. Very interesting.
Well, you know, it's interesting you brought that up because really it's pretty much guard play, with the exception that they have the best defensive center at Utah. See, that's why Utah might have the edge, Juan, because look at it. You got Mitchell. Mitchell is just outstanding. Let's face it. But you got those two guards at LA I would say that when you think about Paul George, he's a competitor and he's very good defensively. He might negate some of Mitchell's advances to the basket. So that's going to be a challenge. And then, you know, I think right now I would have to go with Utah because of the defense.
Yeah.
They got a bigs that's one of the best in the business.
I can probably go along with that, you know, but you can't count the Clippers out, bro. You know, see how they came back from down 3-2, right? You know, so
they're too small for me. They're too small.
All right, I hear you. All right, man. So talking about small bigs and all of that, man. Here we go. So I challenge you to your 5 top centers in the league right now. So I'm gonna start off, right? Okay. So I think that Embiid is number 1 right now, right? I mean, this guy can shoot from the outside. This guy can take you inside. He's a beast in terms of defense. He's a great passer. He can give you 40 points any night. 40, right? He's consistent with that too. I think his only problem is that he plays too much. He gets, when he starts doing well, all of a sudden, he wants to laugh and joke and carry on, right? That's his only deficiency, but I don't see anybody else better than him. Number 2, I got the Joker. Now, the Joker, again, is a point center, like I just mentioned earlier, right? This guy right here can play point guard. I mean, think about that, right? But then was smart. What he's so smart that he'll give it up to the wing and shoot inside. Now, when you got a big going down to the blocks on the move, right? If he gets that ball while he's on the move, forget about it. There's 2 points right there. So the defense can't get ready for him or nothing, and that's the reason why they haven't bringing the ball down. Rudy Gobert. I got Clint Capella before Rudy Gobert. All right. And the reason I say that is because this guy can play defense, offense, everything. Right. And forget about the alley-oop. Right. Nobody does it better, period. Right. So, well, I think DeAndre Ayton could go along with that, but DeAndre's a youngster. That's why I got him down a little lower. So I'm gonna go to Rudy Gobert. Now, his problem is he can't make no foul shots, and offensively he'll show up one game and the other game he's not there. His thing is all defense. If you're going to be all defense, I got to put you number 4, right? You get that offense going, you might move up a little bit. And then lastly, but not least, we got DeAndre Ayton, who has really come out. This is his party, man, this year, right? He's come out and shown that being drafted number 1 was a really good thing for Phoenix. And I mean, my problem with him, he's not strong enough. During the summer, he's going to have to go and lift some weights and get some bulk on him because he's being pushed around pretty much. And because of that, he gets in foul trouble a lot. But I like him. I mean, he's number 5. There's about 20 to 25 centers in the league. Number 5, young man, you should be proud. That's my 5. What's yours, my brother?
Well, you kind of stole. First of all, you took Capella away from me.
Yeah, well, Capella. Yeah, Capella. You made me look at Capella a little closer. You did.
So I have to agree with that. I have to switch Joel Embiid and the Joker. I got to get the Joker number 1. I tell you why. He played the whole season. He's durable.
Yeah.
And all the other assets that you talked about. He played the whole season, the whole year. Embiid, in and out. He's a great talent when he plays and when he's not hurt.
Okay.
So that's why I'm pushing him down to probably 3rd or 4th.
Wow. What?
Yeah.
Oh, that's blasphemy. Okay,
and the reason why I say that is because of their record, okay, and their supporting cast, and he doesn't really make his teammates better. I'm gonna put Gobert in front of him 3rd.
Wow.
Because of his defense, all defensive for the last 3 or 4 years, his team record, and look at the team. They're number 1, and they are an awesome ball club. Number 4, I got to go with Ayton. Now, I know you say he's young and everything, but you can't tell him that. He got some serious hops. I mean, if they throw the ball up in the air, and I don't care, he goes to the square to get that ball and puts it right through the net. So I got to go with him. And then Capella's 5. So we're pretty much on the same plane. But I'll tell you this here: it's exciting basketball. My only issue, Juan, with some of your selections, I don't like big shooting threes.
That's the game, though. We're talking about this is what the game is today,
and I have to adjust to that. But let's face it. The bigs that shoot threes, let's see if they win the NBA tournament.
Well, for that matter, we got to see if the teams that shoot threes win, the teams as a whole that shoot threes. We having that problem in Milwaukee right about now because they can't hit the three. You know what I mean?
To your point, though, Juan. But to your point, the guys that we're talking about now, let's stay with the 5 now. Okay, when we talk about shooting those threes, when you got the Joker out there and then Embiid out there shooting threes, the bottom line is, are they going to win the NBA championship finals? I
Hey,
don't know about that
well, listen,
because I don't know
go
about
ahead.
that.
Go ahead. Well, listen, let me tell you this. I got to be honest with you, because both me and you don't like the threes, right? We don't like the way they're being used. I mean,
Right,
I think
exactly.
we don't have a problem with the threes. Especially when someone's got a 10-footer and they come back to hit the three, right? Especially if somebody's driving to the basket on a fast break and they're throwing the ball back out again when they could have took it all away, right?
Yeah.
But I gotta tell you, this year, and I know that under, when Golden State was doing their thing, they were winning off the threes, right? But it seems like the NBA playoffs, it seems to be more exciting because you're never out.
That's true.
You never, I mean, you could be up by 20 points with 9 minutes left, 8 minutes left, and you come back.
Well,
And
it speeds the game up, one. I'll admit to that. But I'll say this. The goal is to win the championship.
yes, that's true. That's
and
true.
And for me, if I got a bigs down low, Joe Bear, he looks like a superstar now that he got Conley throwing that alley-oop to him.
Yes.
Prior to that, he wasn't even an offensive threat. That's why this year they're so much better this year because of that. Well, they got a guy that could actually put it in his lap, and he's even more effective because now that he's scoring, he's more excited about playing defense now because he's part of the offense.
Well, the reason I got him lower is because of the fact that unless he gets the alley-oop, once he gets the ball down there, he ain't got no moves.
I agree.
He needs to go to the Hakeem Olajuwon school so he can learn some drop steps. You know what I'm saying? That's what that's about.
Agree with that, but he alters a lot of offensive drives to the basket.
Right. Well, listen, I mean, I think that you mentioned that, right? But listen, the proliferation of threes and more teams using it, it's got to do with the fact that Golden State won the championship with that.
Absolutely.
Right? Absolutely. They won too, with that. And because of that, everybody else is, because once the champion wins in a certain kind of way, everybody wants to duplicate that formula, right? And that's why the proliferation of so many teams using it. But I think that the issue with that is you can't use that if your people can't make threes, man. You know what I mean? If Milwaukee stopped trying to hit threes and goes down there and shoot some 10-footers, they might have a chance.
Yeah, they have, but they're shooting like 5 for 31, 10 for 42. I mean, their percentages are low. But let's not forget, last year, the world champions were the Lakers. Why did they win? McGee.
They threw the ball inside.
Howard. Right? LeBron.
Right.
AD. they just threw it down low and said they played bully ball and they won the NBA Finals. Well, I want a bigs to be a big.
Yeah. Well, if you want to be a big, you better learn some drop stepping. And you better have some moves down there, right? Because I'm not giving you no credit for alley-oops. That's nothing, But anyway, listen, man, it's been great. Wall's World with Walter Luckett. We're looking forward to the NBA tonight. We got 2 games that are going to be fantastic. So tune in tomorrow. We're gonna preview. Well, actually, we're gonna make sure that we talk about what happened last night. And tomorrow, stay tuned because we're gonna have the top 5 centers of all time.
That's gonna be exciting.
That's gonna be good. That's gonna be a good one. All right. So thank you so much, man, for listening, and thank you so much for watching. We aim to continue to do this, man. It's a lot of fun for us, and I'm quite sure it's a lot of fun for you. So have a great day. Juan Castillo with my man, Walter Luckett, the All-American, talking NBA.